Welcome to Mark's Ghosty Corner, and I've brought you to Guy's Cliffe House in Warwickshire. Built, or the ruins anyway, built in 1751. As you'll see as we go further down and through the night, there is actually newer buildings here which are actually the 1800s. But yeah, Guy's Cliffe House, reputed to be very haunted. I've investigated this place 3 times before. Really looking forward to tonight. Great location, and I'm just waiting to meet the Brooks paranormal team. So I'm not going to get them on camera because they don't want me to do that, which I understand why. Not everybody likes to be on camera. I do, because I'm a bit of a show off. I like to be on camera, but I understand when a lot of people don't. So I'm going to meet these guys, introduce myself. Really looking forward to it, and yeah, we'll see how it goes, and then I'll carry on filming once we get inside. So as you can see, fantastic location. So these are the oldest parts of the current building. There was a massive fire, I believe, in the 1950s, and it pretty much wiped most of this part of the building out. So as you can see, it's just basically ruins now, no roof or anything else. But yeah, so built in 1751. Absolutely sprawling place, really impressive. There's caves here as well. And there's been structures and there's been kind of like civilization here, if you like, since the 1400s. So it's a really old site, and there's been a lot of people who have lived and died actually at this location. So isn't it cool? Amazing building, love it. I'm always, you know, absolutely obsessed with ruins anyway. So as you can see, derelict on the inside. You've got a lot of foliage, but yeah, if you have a look at the stonework, you know me, I obsess over the stonework. I absolutely love seeing stuff like that. Obviously not original to the building, clearly, but yeah, you can see the stonework on it, and it's absolutely gorgeous with the carvings. So as you know, I love going around churches, old churches, and looking at the carvings. So when you come to a manor house in a place like this, it's great to see they've got like beautiful carvings in the stonework as well. So yeah, great location. It's really strange. It's a unique location because they said you have this with all the ruins, and then round the other side, just down here, you'll see the newer part, which, like I said, is like the 1800s, and it's a really cool 1800s, and it's a really quirky location. It's like each bit that was built is completely different to the rest, so it's definitely very unique, and it's very strange. So we've got a bit of daylight left. It's been absolutely hammering it down with rain. It's been absolutely horrendous. So I've managed to capture a little bit where the sun's still here. It's still up. It's not gone completely dark yet, and it has actually stopped raining for about 2 minutes. So I thought I'd try and get as much as I can on film before the daylight completely goes. So I know that the team, the Brooks paranormal team, are going to let me come and have a wander outside in a bit to do some more filming, but I wanted to actually show you again while it was still light. So the guys have just driven down there because this is like a car park. So they've just driven down there to park up, I'm guessing to sort their paranormal equipment out, get everything kind of sorted out with the base room, and get their equipment out and get it put together. So I'm going to stop filming, wander down there, because obviously I need to stay with them at the moment until I'm allowed to have a little wander. So I've just walked from down here, and the team have very kindly let me do a little bit more filming on this side, so I'm not going to get them on camera. So if I quickly turn the camera around, that's the reason why. So they're waiting for the rest of the team to turn up. They're not all here yet, so they said it was okay for me to go and have a little wander around and just do a bit of filming while it's still daylight. And this is the other side of the ruins. Pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that. Awesome. It says 1898 on that bit. So again, I think different parts of it, different time frames. We've got this this bit here as well, which is pretty awesome. Look. But yeah, see, as I said, it's a really strange, quirky building. There's loads of bits that have kind of been added on over time. There's even a church here with like a chapel, so it's really, really unique. Just wander down here for a sec, let's have a look. Pretty cool. Yeah, look, it's definitely a unique location. I really like Guy's Cliffe. I think it is, like I said, it's very quirky, it's very different. You know, I've done investigations in many locations over the last 16, 17 years, and it has to be said, this one is probably one of the most unique with how quirky it actually is. You know, it's unusual to see a building that's had so many additions to it. I mean, like when I do my church walkabouts, it's not unusual to actually see there's an older part of the church and like they've built a new one, especially in the 1800s. They've kind of extended it and built on it. But this location is just so different and so quirky with all the structures. It really, really does make it unique. So I find the place fascinating. So the rest of the team are turning up, so I don't want to keep videoing and getting them on camera. So I'm going to knock it off for a minute. Actually, I just thought I'd show you this. Just managed to get to where the church bit is. I just thought I'd show you. I think these were the old stables, if memory serves me right. And actually, you can go through and you can go down. There's like cellars here as well, which again are reputed to be very haunted with poltergeist activity. So it'll be very interesting to see what we actually get, you know, paranormal wise tonight, because it is, as I keep saying, a fascinating location. But yeah, I think these are the old stables, which you can actually see here, and there are kind of storerooms over on this bit. It's definitely a unique location. Pretty cool. I'm very glad I actually managed to get some filming done while it was still light. I was a bit worried it was going to get dark now, winter's creeping in. But no, managed to get some filming in the outside, so I'm very pleased about that. So I'm just sitting in the base room at the minute. The rest of the team have gone for a walk around the location, just checking it out, doing a health and safety walk. I'm assuming they're obviously looking at what equipment they've got around and where. None of the guests are turning up yet, so I'm here on my own. So I'm just kind of chilling out, just, you know, resting away, and that's it. So I'm just going to wait for him to come back. Jordan, who's the one of the co-owners of Brooks Paranormal, has very kindly said that I can have a walk around before the guests turn up. So I get about half an hour, can walk around the location and do some filming, which is very kind of him to do, allow me to do that. So yeah, I'm just chilling out, just chilling. I'm just waiting until they come back after they've done their walk around, and I'm just going to keep tapping my foot like that, just chilling out. So I'm really looking forward to tonight. It's been so long. I mean, it's literally been 2 years. I think the last one was Thackeray Medical Museum. I think that's the last event I've actually done, investigation. So to be here at Guy's Cliffe House is amazing. I'm so happy. Like I said, I haven't been to this location in like, it's got to be about 8 years, maybe 8 or 9 years. So it's absolutely brilliant to be back. There's some areas I can't film in, and I'll explain that as I walk around. The chapel being one of them. And obviously 100% respect the rules that they've actually got. You know, these guys seem a really nice, genuine bunch, and I want to really get on with them. So, you know, I can come on loads more events and hopefully do filming in other cool places. But outside of that, yeah, I'm just wait for them to come back. So yeah, this is the base room. As you can see, they've got tea, coffee, and all that kind of stuff over there. This is where they're going to do their introduction talk, I'm assuming, when the guests arrive. And when the night begins, and when they have breaks and stuff, they'll be coming back here. I think in between the breaks, Jordan is going to let me go to certain areas to do some filming, you know, maybe set my tripod up and that, which will be good. But basically, whatever I can get tonight, whatever filming I can do, you know, as always, I will analyze the audio and the video footage just to see if I've captured anything paranormal, unless anything obvious happens, of course. But yeah, so I'll just see what I can get. But yeah, I'm just chilling, relaxed, really excited and looking forward to tonight. I'm not sure I'm going to cope staying awake till 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm an old man now. I'm not used to doing that, so I'll probably be as grouchy as anything tomorrow. So it's what I call the ghost hunting hangover. So I probably will be in a right foul mood tomorrow. But yeah, but it's not tomorrow, it's tonight. We're here. And I'm just going to chill out and wait for Jordan to come back and let me know what I can do next. So yeah, Jordan's very kindly let me come outside round the back where the caves are, which you can see here. So they've done their initial walk around, and he said that I can have a look around the caves bit and then work my way back round to them, and then I might be able to do a bit more before the guests turn up. So I just had a bit of a technical issue with my night vision camera. Bit of a nightmare. It was taking photos instead of video, so that was a bit of a pain. I have to watch where I'm walking because they've got these kind of like sleepers dotted around, and those that know me know I'm the clumsiest devil on the planet. So, but yeah, so this is basically the side of the cliff that the structure is actually built on. And you've got these really old caves. Now, if memory serves me right, these caves go all the way back, or date all the way back to the 1400s, if memory serves me right. Now, those that know me know, when it comes to history, I can never remember. I always end up forgetting. So, I do know that there was, like I said, there was a small settlement here in the 1400s. And these caves were actually, I think they're naturally formed caves, but then they were modified and dug out to be made bigger, and then obviously were used in various practices of worship and that. So I thought it'd be good to come and show you this before I have to go back and obviously the guests arrive. Now, I want to make sure that I don't cause any kind of noise interference or any problems with the rest of the vigils. So how much filming I'm going to be able to do tonight, I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see on that one. But again, you know, whatever I can get, I'm going to be very grateful for at the end of the day. Because, you know, these guys have very kindly let me come in to do some filming. So it's really hard to find a paranormal group that will actually let you in and trust you enough to be able to just, you know, go out and wander around on your own a little bit, even, you know, obviously within certain time frames and everything else. But it is really difficult to find groups that actually trust you enough to do that. So the fact that Brooks Paranormal, ooh, was that me talking? I thought I heard something then. Maybe it was my voice echoing. I'm not sure. Could be. But yeah, look at this. But yeah, again, the fact the Brooks Paranormal team are allowing me. Okay, I thought I heard something. That could be because it's been raining. You can see here actually, the walls are like completely soaked. Absolutely drenched, so obviously it must be leaking down from somewhere. But yeah, you've got this area which, like I said, they were naturally formed caves, and then they've kind of like dug it out more and put these pillars in, which is pretty cool, pretty creepy as well. Not a very big space, you know, it's quite small. It's really wet with the ground at the moment, so I have to watch where I'm going because I don't want to fall over, because as I said, you know what I'm like, I have a tendency of tripping over. If you have a look at my video of the Priory of Grace Dew, you will see that I'm not very observant and I do have a tendency of falling over, so I obviously don't want to do that tonight. A bit different though, isn't it? Look, quite unique with these. So I'm hoping a bit later I can come down here with my tripod and set it up. So it'll be interesting to see if I capture anything on that, especially if I can walk to the other bit and leave the camera just kind of rolling, you know, even if again, it's just for 10 minutes. So get in focus, there we go, right. So we have that. And then there was the other one. Let's go back and just check that one out. And then I'm going to work my way back around because, like I said, aware of that time's ticking. I don't want to spend too much time just in one particular area because there's, you know, it's a big building. There's a lot to show you. Again, there's two areas I can't do. So the chapel's one of them, and I think there's the room that's above the chapel. So I'm not allowed to film in those areas because I think it's to do with the Freemasons, so, you know, I have to, you know, respect that, and they don't like people filming in there, so I won't be doing that. And Jordan will show me where I can and where I can't film. I said I know the location, know the layout, but because I've done it before as a venue group, not as an investigator, you know, solo investigator. So, you know, the cameras we set up at the time, we had them dotted around in various places and they were locked off. But obviously now I'm actually a solo investigator and I'm going around on my own. I have to make sure that I go where I can go and I don't go, oh, this looks perilous, doesn't it? Hold on. Where I can't go. Yeah, that door's pretty cool, look at that. I like that. That's pretty awesome. What have we got here? So it's like just a small space. That's a bit weird, isn't it? And then you've got this door. And then what's this? It's just another small room. It's funny because it's like I can hear kind of voices, but they're quite far away. Now I don't know whether that's the team in another part of the building, and I can hear it, but I mean this is solid stone though, I'd be surprised, to be honest. It's funny, I can hear what sounds like faint talking. I'll just go quiet for a minute. We'll see if we've got anything on the audio. I like that door. Door's cool. Another one here. Big massive padlock on it. Well, padlock, lock. Not padlock. Why did I say padlock? I always say the first thing that pops into my head, and normally, being a typical bloke, it's wrong. Always the first thing that comes into my head is always the wrong thing. So I say padlock, but I actually mean lock. Right, I'm going to work my way back through. Oh, these bricked up windows. I found out recently, which is actually really interesting, a lot of the churches I do and buildings like this place where they're all bricked up, and it's kind of like, well, why are they all bricked up? And it turned out they had a window tax in the old days. So the more windows you had, the more they taxed you. So a lot of old places, churches and such like, manor houses, boarded up the windows so they didn't get taxed as much. So that's quite interesting. So whenever you actually come across ones that are like that, all kind of like boarded up, it's probably more to do with the tax, the window tax, more than anything else, which is quite interesting. So I'm going to work my way back round to the base room, so I can turn my torch off here. Work my way through. These are kind of like, this is the underground area, the cellars and the such like. There is supposed to be kind of like poltergeist activity, which is reported here. So that should be interesting if we experience that. As you can see, we've got, this is a kitchen area, and then we've got this bit here. Again, I'm going to have to watch the step because we know what I'm like. So, just see if I can remember the way that I came. I think it was that way. That's in there, the undercroft. Let's just have a peek around there. So we'll have a look, we'll go back that way in a sec. So a quick look at this. This is just another storage space. But yeah, there has been alleged poltergeist activity in these kind of like cellar bits. So it'd be interesting to see if we get anything later on regarding that. Yeah, here we go. Watch where I'm walking. Ugh. And here we go. Oh, I've got another strange bit down here. Let's just have a look. We've just got a door here. Is that a door? Yeah, some kind of rusty old metal door. So just work my way back to the base room and then see where I can film next. Right, so Jordan's taken me to another area, which is the wine cellar, and we've got a basement hall. So we'll have a wander in here, we'll have a quick look. There must be an airport near here actually, because I've got some planes that were going overhead when it was still light, and they were really low down. But yeah, so this is the basement hall. It looks particularly medieval and kind of creepy, which I always like, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to be going to certain parts throughout the night, and like I said, hopefully I can do some vigils. I'm going to have to obviously respect that they're going to have other vigils elsewhere, so I'm going to try and keep my talking down to a minimum, which actually, let's be honest, is not necessarily a bad thing, because I do talk too much. So if Spirit is trying to talk to me and actually give us a sign, we won't be able to hear it because I'm always talking. Obviously, that's not an old door. Clearly, that goes into the ruins, as you can see there. It goes into that. Can't remember where they're in the ruins. There used to be a corridor you could walk down. I don't know whether we've actually got access to that or not. Which if we haven't, that'd be a bit of a shame because it was pretty amazing, and we had a really good experience there years ago. But whether or not we can do that, I don't know. We shall see. So let me just show you the cellar, the wine cellar. It's down here. It is. There, I got it. That's a bin. That's got nothing to do with the wine cellars, right? Okay, here we are. Again, I'm always watching where I'm walking because I'm likely to trip over stuff. I know what I'm like. I'm not very tall, but even I'm tall enough to bang my head on that, so I need to watch that. So yeah, this is the wine cellar. Now, I actually like this area because I've had experiences, personal experiences down here in the past, years and years and years ago now, where I've actually been in there on my own. We did an experiment. It was like a fear experiment where they blindfolded me and they led me down here, the team, and they left me in that area on my own. I had no torch, I had nothing. It was absolutely pitch black. They did have a night vision camera on me at the time. And I was hearing strange noises like shuffling feet around. I could hear the sound of movement. I even got a couple of kind of like sighs. Yeah, it was quite creepy. And like, you know, there is that corridor which you saw, which you walk down. So it's not like you can hear somebody immediately if they're outside. But the fact I could actually hear, you know, kind of like shuffling feet, like that kind of thing, and I wasn't moving, and also the sound of like a sigh. It was kind of like a sigh or like a moan. It was something like that, which was pretty interesting. It was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm hoping I can set my tripod up. Probably in that corridor down there, pointing in this direction, while I'm actually in here, all being well. So yeah, this is the wine cellar. Unfortunately, empty of any wine. Right, so again, I watch my head, I want to watch my feet, because I'm likely to hurt myself, and I'm not very tall, so when I've got a duck, you know you have got a problem. Right, so I'm going to head back around to the base room again, and we'll see if I can get anything else. Right. Now, the Brooks Paranormal team have started their first vigil, and Jordan said I can come down to the wine cellar on my own and see what I get. So I could do a small vigil in here and then swap over and go into the other room with the table, you know, the one I said looks a bit medieval-like. Now, originally I was going to set my tripod up, but because I'm going to be on the move all the time, I don't think that's going to work, if I'm being honest. I think it might be a bit too much faffing, really. So I think, you know, I think the idea of having the tripod was really good in kind of like practice, but the actual practicality of it, I don't think, not so much. That's fine, it's not a problem. So, just gonna kind of listen out to start with. I have brought a couple of bits with me. I've got a laser grid with me, which I thought might be interesting to try. Actually, should we have a look? Should we see what the laser grid looks like with the torch out? So I'm going to plunge myself into darkness. Hopefully the night vision camera still picks me up. This is where I've got to faff around with multiple things in pockets now. Deary me. Alright, I don't want my torch hitting the floor, so right. Okay. Here we go. Right. So I've got a laser grid. I'm holding it in my hand, so it might be a bit unsteady and move around slightly, but it will just be interesting to see if there is any potential kind of movement So before doing any kind of investigation, it's always good to get kind of just a bit of an idea of the space. Listen to the sounds. I mean, the good thing about this site, very quiet. I mean, you're literally quite a distance away from anybody really. So it is very, very quiet. So if you hear any knocks or you hear any taps or any movement, any shuffling of feet, that kind of thing, it's more unusual. So if there is anybody in spirit that can hear my voice, could you please maybe try to come forward to let me know you're here? Is there anybody that could maybe... That was my stomach. I've not eaten properly, so it's probably going to grumble all night. I do apologise. If anybody in spirit made a noise a moment ago, could you do it again, please? If you made a noise a moment ago, can you please do it again? I forgot about my stomach. It's probably going to cause me right problems. I should have eaten. Oh, will I never learn? Probably not. Is there anybody that can hear my voice? Is there anybody in spirit who's here with me? I've been told there used to be tunnels here and they're blocked up now. Is that the case? Could you make some kind of like tapping sound or knock or some sort to confirm that? Is there anybody that can hear me? Could you please come towards me and follow my voice? Can you come towards me? Can you follow my voice, please? Stomach again. I really need to eat something. Funny enough, it hasn't made a peep at all, but now I'm actually doing an investigation, actually doing a vigil. It's not going to shut up. It would be interesting if there is anybody here that can hear my voice. Anybody in spirit that does want to make their presence known to me, I would appreciate that. We just want to prove that there is life after death. We want to prove that you do exist. So if you want to come forward and let me know you're here, I'd be very grateful. Maybe I'll try it with the lights out. Now obviously on my main camera you're not going to see a thing, so it's going to be my night vision camera, and my constantly growling stomach. So I think I'll have to just put the night vision footage on for this particular bit. So here I am in the dark. I'm alone, I'm vulnerable, I can't see. It is pitch black, I can't see a thing. Is there anybody that wants to let me know they're here, please? Is there anybody that wants to make some kind of sound, or maybe try to touch me? Anything to let me know that you're here, please. It's quite interesting because, I mean, you can never guarantee with this stuff, but I remember, I don't know if it was the last time I came here or it was time before that, because I said I've done this place 3 times, this will be the 4th. I was in here on my own. It was like a fear experiment we was doing. So I was blindfolded and brought here. No, actually, I think it was the first time. Yeah, it would have been the first time because I'd never been to the location before, so it was the very first time. And I was brought into this wine cellar, and I was left on my own, and there was a night vision camera we had, but outside of that, it was pitch black. I couldn't see. It was like now, I can't see a thing. Outside of the bit of light which is off the cameras, beyond that, I can't see anything. It's pitch black. And I was definitely hearing like weird noises, like shuffling, like footsteps. I heard a moan, which was really interesting. I would love to hear that again, you know. I would love to hear your footsteps. And that noise again. I don't know what that is. It's not rain. It has been really badly. I mean, it's been hammering it down today. The drive over here was horrendous. But it wasn't that. Because I can't hear any water dripping from anywhere else. I've been here a little while now. But it's over in, you know, I'm going to have to point here. It's actually over in that corner that I heard the noise, and it was strange because it was like a tap noise, but just like a single one. Could be debris, obviously. It could be, oh well, it could be a million and one things. but it was interesting. So if there is anybody that can hear me, if you are making that noise, could you do it again? I don't know if you can see this. Let me just turn the camera and show you. But there's this plastic chair. So why don't we see if we can ask Spirit to move the chair? Spirit, if you can hear me, if there is anybody here that does want to communicate, you know, let me know you're here, make your presence known, however you want to word it. There's a plastic chair just here. Could you maybe try to move that for me, please? Oh my God, if that moves, that would be amazing. Oh, amazing. Could you make it move for me, please?